The prophet Joseph Smith considered it so important a work that he called it a branch of his calling, and it took him longer than the translation of the Book of Mormon. Yet it could be that this work is the least appreciated and understood of the contributions of his ministry.
Joseph Smith's translation of the Bible is one of his first pieces of work that he begins after translating the Book of Mormon. Sequentially, it goes from Joseph translates the Book of Mormon, gets it published in March of 1830, organizes the church in April of 1830, and by June of 1830, he's begun his Bible translation. So this is what he feels is his next step as a prophet, seer, revelator, and translator. When Moroni visits him as a 17-year-old, Moroni quotes him Bible verses, and then Joseph even says, with some slight variation with how they read in our present Bible. So from the beginning, Joseph's getting this idea that the Bible as we have it is not a complete, perfect record, and that using his gifts as a revelator and as a translator, he is then directed by the Lord to go into that solemn, sacred text that's the foundation of Western society and make corrections. He says that he has learned through the revelations of God to him that there's many things in the Bible that are inconsistent with the revelations of God to him. As Joseph went through the Bible, he would have questions as he was translating and seeking to clarify that would then launch Revelations. And that Bible translation launches Doctrine and Covenants revelations. These two projects are not separate. The Joseph Smith translation of the Bible and the Doctrine and Covenants are intertwined.
Most of the basic doctrines that we teach about the church are things that spring out of that period from the summer of 1830 to 1833, when Joseph Smith is heavily involved in the translation. What he would call the new translation of the scriptures, we call the Joseph Smith translation, just to formalize it. During that time, at any certain point, he and Sidney Rigdon come across a passage as they're studying the scriptures. They ask questions. The questions prompt revelation, sometimes really small, sometimes really large.
The key thing, I think, is that from June 1830 when he starts to July 1833 when he finishes, essentially sections 24 to 97 of the Doctrine and Covenants are received. So we're talking about more than half of the Doctrine and Covenants revelations come in this 3-year period when he's working through the Bible translation. Just a rich, full revelatory period.